Hello. I don't know what happened. Everything broke. But we're here now. We're back again. Love when that happens. I just looked down and everybody was gone. So please come back in, hang out, take a deep breath with me. That's always fun. Let me make sure I'm not sharing the bad stream anywhere. Like this. Delete. Let's take this and delete. Okay. I don't know what you guys missed. Not much has happened, so basically I just masked the background of this photo to this All-Star Game logo. I got Pete hanging out here. We'll probably give him a shadow. Give these trophies a shadow too. And to do that, I've got some shadow brushes. So what do we want to do here? So we got him. Let me change this, Pete. All right, so I got these shadow brushes I got from a couple different people. I never know which ones are best. Let's use this one. I'm gonna get rid of the green down here too, so it's back to normal. So I should be able to paint black like this, and it puts a shadow beneath him, which is good, but that's way too harsh of a shadow. So one I've used before that has worked pretty well is this one down here. This one. I think it's best to use this brush or put shadows on there. See if I can go like that. I like 20%. Let's try 20%. I don't think these are gonna look the best, but we'll fix it. We'll play around with it until we get something that looks nice. Thank you guys for joining back. I don't know what happened there. I looked over and it said 0% connection, so I went, oh, that's trouble. What's up, Boozy Creative? Let's just add a little bit more of a shadow. Thanks. Shadow is huge. Like this. That's decent. All right, let me go back into this photo of Pete and let's edit some stuff. Basically, what I want to do is I want to take the hue and saturation. I want to take any green like this. I'm going to select a bunch of that green and I'm going to throw the saturation down to 0 and hope it doesn't affect anything in this jersey, which it doesn't look like it did. Now, there's a couple some areas onto this that I'll probably fix. Let me select, modify, contract 1 pixel. And then take all of these and create a clipping mask. I don't know if they're Dean's or if they're Corey Miser's. It looked like they were very similar. I downloaded Dean's floor shadows, but it looked like they were the same to me. So they're probably very similar. All right, let's add some shadows underneath these trophies. I think the trophies are scaled maybe a little too big. I mean, if they're actual bats, I'll leave them that size. I think that's fine. Okay, so let's put some shadows underneath this. These should be pretty easy to put some shadows underneath. Now let's make a floor. Let me make sure that there's a little bit of a ground. So they're going to be, if they're sitting on the ground, they're going to be like that. So let's go like this. And I don't know, this is probably good. Again, it's super huge, so let's move this down a little bit. I was going to wear a Mets hat during this, but I realized I don't have a Mets hat. I usually get a hat when I go to different stadiums. But I guess when we went to Mets Stadium, my wife and I was like, nah, I don't need a Mets hat. All right, I'm gonna blur this slightly, like 0.5, like 1. Lower that slightly. Yeah, that could look worse. All right, let's save real quick. Pete. Polar Pete. All right, so we got him there. You know what, I'm probably gonna end up getting rid of this. Just gonna take it away now. And because we're gonna add a bunch of these photos in. So I don't know which ones I want to use yet. You know, I kind of want this one. What I had in mind was to do something like this. Very centered in the composition. So we got one Pete there, then we got the other Pete here. And these guys are yelling side by side. You know, maybe make this Pete a little bit smaller. Like that. What's up, Porter? You know, make this a little bit bigger. Kind of like that. I can already tell right away. So all of these colors are very similar. This one has a different looking yellow. So this one, I want to use a selective color on the whites, and I want to add a little bit of cyan. Actually, no, I don't want to add cyan. I want to add magenta. Because it looks a little bit off compared to the other ones. It looks a little bit better now, so I think that'll work. Yeah, a lot of Pete's. A lot of Pistol Pete's. See, then I was going to have that, but then maybe I have just this guy in the background. You know, going like that. Just like that image. Patrick, that's exactly what these are. And they are... Oh, I need to do that. I went a step further and filtered them for photos taken in the last 24 hours. That way, only All-Star Game Home Run Derby photos would show up because those are the only ones. So let's work on a little bit of composition here and what I want to do. Yeah, this huge image. This is a very nice image. That's why I wanted to use it somewhere. You scale it down a little bit. And I planned on stealing some stuff from other stuff I've done for this. Just to work smarter, not harder. Since we've been chit-chatting about that. How many did you get when you searched for that? I got a bunch. I searched for 4 and 6 megapixels. Found a ton. Okay, here. So I want to be able to show that there's a separation between this bottom guy and everything else too. So I'm going to make sure that I'll just group these together briefly and just kind of do one of these so he's separated. I think I'm going to bump him up a bit. I only had him down there that low because I wanted the background to blend through. Yeah, Chris, I thought about doing something soccer related, but I'm not too well versed in soccer. I do need to do some soccer stuff though, so I guess Euro 2020 final would have worked. I could always do that next week or Friday. I'm trying to find someone to do a designer duel with. We might do something then. Front Pete. So we got that. Let's take here. We got these back Pete's. So this guy, I'm gonna make this guy a lot bigger. Like that. Drop it down. Let's just cover his ear up. Let's just do it so he covers his ear. And then we can make this Pete a little bit smaller like that. Boost it up like that, and then maybe we bump this guy And I guess we can boost him over like that, and then we can bump these two guys up a little bit like this. Something like that. Maybe we don't need the fourth guy, kind of looking goofy anyway. Do something like this. Curve right around his ear. Maybe we can make him a little bit bigger then. Oh, now he can't hear himself yelling. Oh, okay, yeah, because I covered his ear up. Okay. So as you can see, this back photo, if we just look at the skin tones, like, this is very yellow, this is super pink. So let's see if we can fix that. What if I put this here? Yeah, that's what I thought. If I put it up top. Yeah, that's what I thought. All right. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go to Adjustments, Selective Color. We're going to take the reds. We're going to dye it down. We're going to take away magenta. You can see already. It's much better. I think that looks pretty good. Might be able to leave it just like that. I mean, I liked kind of how it looked. The pink hue. Yeah, Matt, welcome. So we got him down there. We got him yelling. Over here. Let's see if let me find something on here. Nope, don't want that. So I did a personal design, Chicago Bears. And I did one with polar bears in it. So I just want to see if I can find that and then steal some polar bears from it. Then I won't have to cut any out and make it super easy. So what do we got? Mac again, Mac. These are all just going to be cut out photos of Khalil Mack, I think. I wonder when I made that. Here we go. Here's some Bears stuff. If you design for sports you don't watch, I find it hard sometimes to get excited enough to make baseball stuff. I mean, I like to design stuff that I know just because I won't mess anything up. You know, I won't get anything wrong. But all in all, you know, I did my 365 and did a whole bunch of stuff with that. So I've dabbled a little bit in everything. I mean, I don't know anything about hockey. We did hockey last week or 2 weeks ago, which was pretty nice. All right, where is... Yeah, I want this. Where's this... I don't think I'm going to be able to find it. Probably got lost somewhere. Hold on, let me make sure I'm searching by size. Yeah, this design. I'm looking for this so I can steal some of the polar bears. But I don't think I'm going to be able to find it. So... Oh, Jack, yeah, I like doing that Sting graphic. I don't know if it actually ever got posted, but I went ahead and shared it anyway. Boozy 365 was definitely worth it, because otherwise I wouldn't have any sort of stuff in my portfolio that was sports related, and you wouldn't be watching me doing this right now. You know, I would be working at my first job out of college and just sort of settling on working there, which isn't what I wanted. You know, I wanted to work somewhere I had a little bit more passion about. So, you know, I got a different job in sports, and then, you know, COVID happened, but I'm happy where I am right now with what I'm doing. Yeah, I could probably just find a ping of a polar bear on Google. I hadn't even thought of that. I never do, like, that's such an obvious thing I wouldn't think of. Just like, oh, just find one on Google. But it's fine. We'll see what I'm going to do here. I do know I want to steal some stuff from a graphic I made for Rock Nation. So I'm going to do that. I made a Mets graphic for Dominic Smith. But I used a photo that I took of the Brooklyn Bridge. And since the Mets play in Brooklyn, I figured it'd be appropriate. So we're going to steal from that and work harder. Sachin, you think that...
That's fire, bro.
I appreciate it. I like the composition we have set up right now. Maybe we can play a little bit. Patrick, so I don't use selective color mask for the shadows. The selective color allows me to change, add or take away CMY or K from a specific color. So here's what I'm talking about. Here's the Brooklyn Bridge. We're just going to take that, we're going to steal it, and we're going to put it right here. And we'll see if it works. So like if you take red, if you add cyan, I have a whole other video on the selective color if you want to watch that. I go into more detail about the color theory. It might help you out better to best understand that. That's just on my YouTube channel. It's only about selective color. I think it's like 15 or 20 minutes long. I would watch that. It's definitely helpful. All right, so here's Brooklyn Bridge. Cool. Got that going on. Let's just blow it up a little bit. And let's just put it... What's up, Dan? Dan, you're not too late. Stream broke, so I had to restart it, sort of. So... let's do that. I don't want him like hanging out on white. Now, if we had more time, what I probably would do is like freeze over this river and then make it so he was like walking on ice, which is why I was trying to find that dang Bears graphic I made. The issue is I make so many Bears graphics, I can't find it. I have no idea where it is. It also might have gotten deleted on accident because, you know, I've done that before, so that's fun. Let's see here. So much Bears stuff. I also just reorganized a whole bunch of stuff. So, like, it might be somewhere I don't even know. I hit a home run with this graphic, am I right? All right, let's do the classic. We're going to do the classic back-to-back. So I just need to find the font that I want to use. If you guys have a font of the moment that you want to use, let me know. While I'm going to shoot. I'm going to hopefully not break this stream. I think we're back. Accidentally, so my Ethernet cable is very finicky because I broke it. So it's like barely on there. Does your text ever get kind of blurry when you zoom in? It shouldn't. Let me get a power. Let me fix the power cable. All right, so there are different settings though. So when you have text, there are different settings here, and the anti-aliasing, I believe, is what it is. You can have none, which is going to make it look super blocky. So let me get rid of everything real quick. So here you go. If you have none, it's super blocky. If you have sharp, looks like that, blurs it a little bit. Crisp, looks like that. Strong, and then smooth. And then Mac LCD, and then Mac. There's a bunch of different ones. I think I use like sharp most of the time. You want me to use Play Fair Playfair display. Hold on. Why do you want me to use Playfair display? Why do you want me to use this? Dan. Is there a reason you want me to use this? Okay, what was I doing? We were going here. I have this hard drive, and it's just MISC 2 terabytes. And it's literally 2 terabytes of just random stuff. Hey, it's in there. I found it, so that's cool. Alright, I'll use Playfair then. Which goes into sort of what I wanted to do, because I wanted to use a serif font just because it's fancier. So we got back. We're going to duplicate that. We're going to flip it around, -100. Except not -100. We're going to twist it around a bunch like that. So we'll do the old back-to-back like that. Maybe we do a nice huge 2. Let's just convert this to a shape. Maybe go like this. There's a big 2 on him. Okay, and then if we have that 2, that means we can take that 2, mask this out, and turn it back on, get rid of that 2. Then we have the background of him, but we need to make sure it, oops, lines up with him. We need to bump. So I need to bump this up a little bit. There, now it's back to back. Do that. It's always fun to do back to back like that. We're already at 2 gigs. Oh, it's because I added in this giant photo of the Brooklyn Bridge. We're probably going to take out. Photoshop maximize capabilities. We'll do that. So yeah, this Ethernet is going through the ceiling, from upstairs. So in order to get it through the floor, I had to rip off the little tab that holds it in. So I have a piece of tape ensuring it doesn't move. I just need to not touch anything in that 12-inch area, and I think that's probably how it broke the first time. The stream. So we're reading this. Porter's out on Twitter trying to get Henry and Garrett in here, of course. Machu or Machu. If your Photoshop file is over 2 gigabytes, it has to be a PSB file. Blah, 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 blah. All right, we got a left polar bear. Yeah, I like this polar bear. Let's copy this polar bear and just see if we can put him somewhere in here. Yeah, look at all this stuff going on. Make this polar bear small. Let's actually put this behind it. And let's just put this like back here. Just like random ass polar bear. Super random. This little baby polar bear. He's just so larger than life. That's what it is. Man, I must have done some really funky stuff with this. This nice little floor. Look at this. Look at this nice groundedness it has. Isn't that nice? Let's get rid of some of this stuff, though. Yeah, it could be your type's blurry because you have a low-res file. Like, my files are all 2,000 pixels by 2,500, which is a good size. That's what I use, at least. All right, I don't know if I like this polar bear, but we got him there. Okay, one thing I know I do want to do is, let's find this. Okay, I'm going to delete this for good reason. So we got front Pete, which is right here. We're gonna duplicate him via smart object. Drop him down. Double click this. We're gonna do this again. Delete the layer file. We're gonna go to image. We already did this, but the stream broke, so we're gonna do it again. We're gonna update that smart object. Drag it up here. We'll just get rid of all this crap because it doesn't matter. Save. Quit. We'll leave that up for a sec. Okay, so now that's there. So what I want to do actually. What's up, Alex? How's it going, Alex? So what I want to do is I want to get rid of like, so I have his hair here, but like, I don't know what you guys do with hair. So like, let me show you, like, maybe not. Like I've got all this hair. I usually like shave all this off just so there isn't any complicated crap going on, because you never really tell anyway. Unless you're on like unless someone's like famous for having like a beard or something. Like if you shave their arms like this, I don't think anyone's really gonna notice. I cut these out this afternoon, sort of willy-nilly. Like his facial hair here I don't love, but he has a beard, so you know I have to put it on there. Like over here, you see this? Like all this hair on his arm. Do you keep that or do you get rid of it? Like I'm just gonna get rid of it because I really don't want it on there. And then when it overlaps with the part of the background that has that, it's gonna look super weird. I'm calling it now. Can't even tell. It's so bright. I mean, you can kind of tell, but I like how that looks better. So, all right, we're gonna save this again. Yeah, I did that, Patrick. The issue is it doesn't get the settings I had it on. I could probably tweak the settings to do that. Let me get rid of this. Let me get rid of the Brooklyn Bridge real quick, and then just save this. Yeah, save. The settings I was using wouldn't allow for me to technically do that. So I want back to back to be in front of this. Back to back, okay. We're gonna steal some settings from other stuff I've made, because that is how we work. Copy text. Paste text. We're all about... Man, I like completely going blank on how I want to do this. Alright, so this is the color down here, as you can see right there. We'll just duplicate this and just put it up there and then delete this. Okay. So these need to be this color. And then it'll look like that, which looks much better. Then I just need to move this to a spot that I like it better. Back to back. All right, cool. Left polar bear, we know you exist. We know the All-Star Game logo exists. We can put that back if we want. We got this guy, and we got this guy. Okay. So let's do this. I just really like this photo of him like looking over and shouting. Is that going to interfere with this too much? Yeah, but we'll just make it a little bit smaller. Go like that. We'll just tweak the composition a little bit. Move this up and out. We'll move this in a little bit like that. But again, we might just delete it because it's interfering. And 3 is a magic number. So, oops. We have 3, and that's a little bit better. What's up, Darian? Welcome, welcome. I really just want to try and use this image because it's a nice image. All right, let's focus on him in the front still. Oh, I also have this, which is set to soft light. I also have this, which is huge. Just drop it on. Hit one of these buttons, go like this, soft light 25%. There. We got a little highlight nail on the back. Okay. This is where I contemplate everything ever. I have an idea of what I want to do for this background. Let's just see if I can find photos for it. I'm not showing you what I'm doing for no reason at all. I want a photo of course field for the home run derby. Like, I want the crowd. I just want big, full this. This is just a photo of course field. Well, that's fine. Guess that doesn't matter to me. Course field. Let's do that. Also, the All-Star game is on right now. Let me pull that up. Take a looky-loo. Hate how this auto-fills things like this. There we go. Okay, course field. Just need a beautiful photo of course field. Whoops. Let's just do this one. So what I want to do, I'm going to take this giant all-star game, toss it up here like this. Is that not in the middle? So weird. Put it right there, and then we'll take our course field image and toss that on top and mask it to that course field. Nope, terrible. All right, bump this up. Don't really like that. Do we like that? No, we don't like that. Okay. This is where a lot of questioning comes in as to what we want to do. You know, I want these guys here somewhere, but how do we want it done? Because usually, you know, I would have like these two guys similar size, like this. You know, two big, heavy, emotional shots like that, and then something here in the center. But he's looking off to the side. He's not really in the center. You know, like that, he's in the center, which isn't too bad. We can make this a little bit bigger. Go like this. Just make these guys a little bit smaller, and that'll kind of work. Move them over. Move them over. Save. No, Darian, I don't think they grow the grains for course on that field in the off season. That's just me. It doesn't matter. It's not a big deal. I'm not going to worry about it too much. I like this composition. I am going to go into this. I'm going to use white. I don't know why that just did that twice, but it's fine. So I'm going to clean up the edge of this a little bit. So I'm just going to use the clone stamp tool and just kind of stamp in this area. It's a little bit cleaner. I'm using too big of a brush right now, actually, though. So we'll go like this. Just getting rid of this clear and obvious edge that's here. I'm gonna fix that briefly. And again, I'm working against the clock here, so I'm doing this as fast as I can. But it just bugged me. You know, just getting rid of some of these areas. But this is the kind of stuff that you'll be able to notice if you have a trained eye. You'll notice this stuff immediately and be like, oh, look at the edge on that selection. It looks terrible. So I'm just trying to fix that. Same thing like there. Like the top of his bat, it's a little funky. We'll just save this. I'm just excited for the light leaks at the end. I'll put them in now, probably. What I'm actually going to do... I'm going to convert this to a smart object. I'm going to blur it. How am I going to blur this? I'm just going to do a Gaussian blur. And we're going to do a Gaussian blur of 4 pixels. And then I'm going to take the smart filter. And I'm going to mask out the whole front of him. I'm going to hit a little bit of on his arms, but then I'm going to make this more defined. We're going to paint his hat back in completely. So that way it'll look like there's some depth going on. I think that'll make it look cool. Porter, what are you doing? You want to share with the class what's going on? The Bombers. There used to be a minor league hockey team or something in Dayton called the Dayton Bombers. Because of the B-52 bombers, because we have Wright Pat Air Force Base. And that's where all the cool planes go. A lot of Air Force folk around here. So we'll do that. So now he's nice and crispy, but behind him is not. So that's what I wanted. I'm also going to go in here. Fix some of this. I think I got a little bit of stuff going on here I don't like. We'll fix that. We'll go like that, but you can always draw everything back in with a mask. I think that looks better. Okay, so background. Ooh. Dang it. Did I just unplug what I wanted? I do believe I did. Oh no, I'm thinking of something else. The Winnipeg Blue Bombers. Gotcha. Well, that's fun. Let's take this All-Star logo here. Yeah. Let's take this. Drop it down to like that. What happens if we go like this and mask it to that and then hide it? And then do one of these. The objective to each of these streams is just to do like 1 or 2 things from like, oh, that was nice. And I think blurring the bat like that, that's one of the nice things. Oh man, it's already 8 o'clock. Dang. Okay. Well, let's get going then. I have that polar bear thing open. I think I can quit out of this then. Let me swap. Power cables. Oh shoot, this is how I broke the stream the first time. I need to not touch anything. Except I'm touching a bunch of stuff that has to do with that. So if it cuts out again, I'm sorry. Uh-oh. Okay. We're here, and we're still alive. All right. What do we got? I need this other hard drive to pop up. It says photos that I want to use. It has... Yeah, so the two right now with that background, we'll have to do something to make it so you can actually see that and make it a little bit more obvious. This hard drive's not loading. Cord wasn't plugged in. Okay. We got back to back. We got him going on. I think these two middle guys, especially this guy on the left, it's just a tad bit dark. So we're just going to add a little bit of a curves layer on top. We're going to blend if. Not that much though. Just a little bit to brighten it up. Really, though, I just want the focus to be on him. So I might actually just get rid of this completely and do something like this, where it's just me and two of them. Ah, the cord wasn't plugged in all the way. Okay, now it pops up. Great. All right, so we got the two. We got back to back. We got that going on. Let's add some stuff we like to add just because Bradley Jack Design's making this. To the front. I'm going to be able to take... I'm going to delete this. Yeah, that way it's like that. We can get rid of the blur down here. And then we can group this together again, and then I can make a nice clean mask like that. Okay, where's Adobe Bridge? No, really, Bridge, where are you? Holy crap, it's right here. This tiny, tiny, tiny little box. Why is it tiny like that? No idea. Window, workplace, reset workplace. There we go. All right, you know what time it is. Light Leak's throwing stuff in the front time. While we're at it, let's make these a little bit bigger. You know, I've been using Ethan's stuff a lot recently because it's amazing. Let's do... It's like these really colorful ones. Let's do this one. Blast, blast. I'm going to stretch it a little bit to fit. Like that. Set it to screen. We'll blow up just a little bit like that. And then I'm actually going to tweak the color using Selective Color. Ethan has these available on his website. I think if you just go to EthanJDesignShop.com, you can purchase these. I'm going to go to the Selective Color. I'm going to go to the magentas and take away the magenta. Just want to make it like more blue than purple. I'm going to take a curves adjustment layer and drop it down a bit. Now, the thing is, you can't really see a lot of what this is doing because we have a white background. Yeah, free Ethan plug. For sure, though. They're really nice, and I use them a lot. If you've watched my streams, I use them all the time. I also use lens dirts all the time. So which lens dirt should I use? Lens dirt. I use number 4 a lot. I use number 6 a lot. I don't use 27 ever. Let's use 27. Just because. Do something like that. Back to back. I really want to add... yeah, his teal and orange pack is pretty good. Let's add one of those. The teal and orange should affect a decent amount with this because we have teal and we have orange. So let's... Like, that one's cool. That's 1. You know, 20. 19. I like 19. That's a little too muted. The issue too is I'm looking at this on a... Actually, this is the best screen I have. This is the best display I have. That's accurate. Let's do 16, but we'll bump it down to make it like that. All right, we'll save that. Okay, we got back to back. I'm trying to think of what I want to do with that too. Like, do I just want to make it smaller? Like this, but then it doesn't look like a 2. If I get rid of it, you know, I can do that. I can just do like a color overlay with like blue. And then it looks like that. We can do this and set this to like luminosity. But then I have to group this together and then apply the color overlay to the group and set the color to color. That kind of works. Then I need to set this to multiply. Or since that's black, I can set it to screen and do that. Die it down a little bit. Yeah, what I just did essentially just gradient mapped it, but didn't. Just a completely different way. I think this looks nice. I'm going to add a gradient overlay to it, though. I like adding gradient overlays set to overlay. Can't really tell what this one's doing. You can see on the right side what it does. I don't want it to be reverse. It's not doing what I want. So I'm going to make a new layer. I'm going to mask it to that. And I'm just going to grab a... Jeez, so many gradients. A gradient like that. So I'm going to group this together, make a new group, mask it like that. And then if I set this to overlay, it's going to make the bottom darker than the top. That's really all I just did. Maybe set to 50% or 100%. We'll do 100%. Let's find... Let's find this graphic. This graphic has a nice fake floor. So I'm using a fake floor. What's up, City Extra? Thanks for joining. I like how it's pretty simple, which is fine. So this has this nice fake floor I made in this graphic. So I just want to steal that. Just gotta figure out where it is. Luckily, I labeled everything because I did video breakdown to this. Yeah, if you hold down Alt or Option and click in between the layer, it'll do that. It'll change the icon. That'll be to unmask it, and that'll be to mask it. So you just hold down the Alt or Option key, or you right click it and you hit create layer, create clipping mask. Paste. We got some back shading now. So if I go like this, we're automatically adding some depth. So now it looks like there's a little bit of shading going on, which is what I wanted. Oops, I just need to make sure that these two go all the way up. Going all the way up. Okay, that's good. I can see a little bit of an issue here coloring with his arm. So we're going to fix that. Got a bunch of layers over here. Why don't I make this bigger so I can actually see what I'm doing? That would be smart. Double click. Double click. So with that same layer selected, I'm going to hit S to select the stamp tool. And you can see this photo's like kind of nice, but like you can see where it gets blurry in the background. It looks real weird. I'm just going to paint like this, just to get rid of that dark edge, just to paint it out. There's a little bit of an edge here, so we're gonna select this. We're gonna paint that out. Oops. Always hit Command Z to fix stuff, I say Command Z because I'm using an Apple computer. You can hit Control Z, it'll do the same thing. So we're just fixing the edge here. This is, you know, if I spent an hour clipping this out and editing it, you know, I would have done that before. But I can save some stuff to do here with you guys on stream. I gotta show you guys some things. Can't just keep all the secrets myself. All right, we'll just save that. Go back, save the other smart object. Go back, save, back, back to back. Got that going on. Move the whole thing over. I'm actually gonna take this top layer. I'm just gonna move it over slightly. I like this lightly, but I don't like that it's taking away the whole bat and you can't see the whole bat. Okay, so where's this polar bear now? Got this polar bear. What kind of coloring do I have on this? I have a black and white gradient map on this polar bear. Oh, that's why. That makes sense. What about in here? Oof. Oh, it's set to luminosity and set to screen. Okay, yeah. See, so I got this like left polar bear going on. Is that behind? No, it's in front. Looks kind of funky, but it's okay. I'm just gonna duplicate it with 0 care. Actually, no. I'm gonna say this is intentional. I'm gonna say I'm doing this intentional for an obvious reason. So I'm gonna put it roughly in the same spot. I'm gonna put it in front of the 2. Right polar bear. 2. Group this together, 2. So actually, if you look at it, it's sort of mirrored. We've got back and then we have mirrored reflective. So the polar bear is also being reflected. So that is my excuse as to why I'm doing that. Home Run Derby champion. We got that going on. We got some funky stuff going on. Oh, I've got it blurred. I don't need this blurred with the blur gallery. Made sense for the other one, but not this one. Save, back to back. I think we can take this back file of him. Make this a little bit bigger. What do you guys think's missing? You guys think anything's missing? Let me know. Well, I look up and grab what's missing. I want to ask and see if you guys, what you guys think is missing. I think the horizontal line looks a little bit strange. Okay. It does look a little bit strange because it looks like it's blending into them, but it's meant to be like a horizon line. Whoops. Maybe I just place it up a little bit. I think that'll help it. It's a good point though. It was hitting the polar bears weird, but it looked like it was going through them, which was a little bizarre. I didn't know why. I think what we're missing is, you know, clear as day is we're missing his signature. Hey, Jack's been here before. Jack knows what's going on. All right, we're gonna take his Bowman Chrome tops. What is this? This is a Bowman. Wow, this is lagging so bad right now. Got it. Okay. Is this Bowman? No, it's his Topps Chrome rookie card. Okay. Autograph. We'll put that right here so we can take a look at what we're doing. Group this together. Drop this there. Get rid of some of this up top. We will add an adjustment layer on top of this. And we're going to bring the white in. And we're going to bring the black in. Hopefully get a nice signature like that. And then we'll convert this to a smart object and we'll just set it to multiply. Boom. Nice black signature. Let's put it behind him. Put it behind the front Pete. We'll invert it, set it to screen so now it's white. Make it real small. Maybe we change where it is. We can make that decision. I'm going to delete that because I don't want it there anymore. All right. What else do we want to put on here? Let me look at something real quick. I think I want to steal some stuff from some people, which is what fun designers do. We steal stuff from people. Ugh, that's gross. All right, let's look here. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Let's find front P here. Let's find a better. Whoops, not a better. Oh, one of these. Shadow's okay. I just want to see if I can make it a little bit better. What's up, Sam Designs? Nope. I didn't do anything. Okay. Just kidding. Not going to do that. Okay, we don't really have anywhere on here that says Pete Alonso. It really just says back to back. Sure, we could fix that. I just want something in the background. Like, there's not enough texture in the background. And did this not pop up? I don't know why this hard drive's not working. It has things I want. It has stuff I want on it to put in the background. But I can't do that. It doesn't pop up. There we go. Okay, let's hide all of these, make a new layer. I'm just gonna do this for now. Set up a final edit file for our final edits. Camera raw layer. With some final edits. Let's do some color grading. So the highlights, let's make this a little bit colder. Midtones, let's make that more orange. And then the shadows, let's make those orange as well. Let's blend it in a little bit more. I don't really know what I'm doing when I hit that, just by the way. I'm just like hitting buttons. Let's just add a little bit of grain. There. Oh, but you see when I did that. Hold on, I completely bungled something. Look at that. It didn't move at all. When I moved him, the smart filter didn't move with it. That doesn't make any sense. Like, that's really weird. I don't know why that happened. Should move with it, no problem. But where we have this hat, you know, blended in, It wasn't blended in at all. So it's really weird. So we gotta fix that. Go back in here with a nice fat brush. Could have been when I tweaked some stuff, it like thought the smart object moved or something. I don't really know. It's really weird. Alright, that's better. Save that. What was I looking for? Photos. Alright, a couple years ago, in 2017, maybe. Might have been 2016. I went to New York. Usually when I go to New York, I'll go with my wife and we'll go and hit up some baseball games. And I bring my camera and take a ton of photos. So I'm trying to find the photos I took then, because I would theoretically have photos of Citi Field in here. And then I can use the said photo of Citi Field in this design because the Mets are from Citi Field. Let's pull this bad boy back out. This is where I made my New York. This is how I made my New York textures. I just took photos of the ground and stuff in New York City. I don't remember if I... Yep, here they are. Is this the Yankees game? Nope, I think it's the Yankees game. So this is why I always suggest taking photos when you go on vacation, because you then can use them in other designs. See, that's a good question, the largest lens they let you bring into a stadium. When I went to Citi Field, I took just a 50mm, so it wasn't that big of a lens. They usually have it listed on their... We went to the zoo. They usually have it listed on their website. I think it's like 4 inches. But is that 4 inches extended or 4 inches small? Yeah, this is all Yankee Stadium. So if we were doing something Yankees-wise, this would be cool. But we're not. We're doing stuff. Citi Field. Okay, not then. I'm just confused as to when this was. Yeah, exactly. I was waiting for that, Darian. I knew that was coming. Which is also what she said. I didn't miss anything at all. Bear with me. Here we go. Citi Field. Perfect. Let's drag a 2 GB file on top of this and see what it looks like. Oh, it says back to back. I should probably put home run derby champion in there. That might make sense. I got my Game of Throws jersey on. Softball jersey from my old work that I made and designed. Alright, let's see how giant this file is. Oh yeah. Citi Field. We'll just mask this in the background. Okay, this one's no good. We don't want that one. I want the other one. I don't know why I didn't see them on here. Oh, that's why. Here's Citi Field. Let's try Citi Field 2. None of the photos were blended together. I like to take panoramic photos when I go to baseball games too. Just take huge, giant photos that I stitch together. Then I have giant photos of the stadium. Pretty fun. Pretty easy to do as well. But I think we're going to put like sort of final touches on this, because it's already 8:20. Usually go to about 8:30 to do these. So if you guys have any suggestions on something you want me to throw in here. This is the same photo. Why did I put the same photo on there? That was stupid. Let's try this one. These photos are like 2 gigs each. Yeah, I love a good photo merge. Yeah, photo merge is awesome. When I learned how to do that, I was like, okay, I'm gonna take panoramic photos everywhere. I know what I need to add to this. We hit up our best friend Envato. Well, this loads. Yeah, that's better. I don't think it's exactly what I want, but it is better. I'm gonna download something quickly from Envato while we do this. I'm just gonna blow up City Field like this. Transform it. While that happens, I'm gonna hit some buttons. Okay, this is where I would then turn this back on. Throw it up like this. Make it a little bit bigger like that. And then have this city field attached to it like that. But as you can see, that doesn't really make any sense. The one thing I do want, I'm gonna open up Illustrator again. I'm gonna give him a little bit of a crown, just to crown him the king. All these crowns suck. All the crowns I just found and downloaded are terrible, so we're not going to use any of those. I mean, the background is still missing something. Like, I like this. But this isn't a fully fleshed out photo of City Field. I would probably have to Photoshop some of these guys out. I really want to make this work. Let's do this. Let's do one of these. Okay, not what I wanted. Man, okay, this is what I wanted. Let's get rid of the background shading. Yeah, let's do that. I'll put up a little bit like that. Get rid of this. I'll put up a little bit more like that. All right. We're gonna go a little bit long just because it messed up. Okay, so we're gonna merge all these layers together. So this is how big the photo is. This photo is 26,000 pixels wide. I'm gonna go in here. Let's see if I can just use the good old spot healing brush. See how well that's gonna work. Let's see what happens if I do this. We're gonna try and spot heal all these guys. I wonder how much of the clay is going to be added. How much of the clay in the infield do you think this is going to add in? Let me know in the comments. Let me know in the chat. I think a lot. At least this side over. Actually, not that much. Nice. So I can go in and just do some of this. I probably could have used the stamp tool, which I'm going to use right here. Because I'm going to put this wire back in a little more straight. But I wanted to get rid of those guys mainly. Probably would have been a little bit cleaner if I did that. But we'll save. We'll go back here. They're going to disappear from down here now and not be a distraction. And then we're also going to open up. I think this... No, this is the wrong graphic. I don't want to open this up. Oh, completely forgot about that. I've made a lot of LeBron graphics. There's a LeBron graphic I made where I put a little king on, a little... I think it might be this. Nope. Put a crown on him. Just don't know where it is. Actually, it should be in my 365. Should it? When did he get traded? That's the question. Let's go to my 365, because if I did it in my 365, it would be part of my Lakers graphics, which I did towards the end. And then there would be a LeBron graphic in here that I can show with you. What I want to do too is group this together, mask. It's going to take 6 years to do. Yeah, my computer's not super thrilled. Here we go. Ah, see, I didn't spell LeBron right. I forgot the O. So it just says LeBron. LeBron and Shirley. Oh, you know what would be funny? I'm gonna steal this crown. Oh, hold on. Don't care. Crown. Copy. Pete. Pete and Pete. You guys know what Pete and Pete is? Let me know in the comments if you know what Pete and Pete is. If you do, be happy. Man, this is like the most ghetto thing I put on here, isn't it? Sounds like a local Dayton restaurant. Pete and Pete is an old TV show from Nickelodeon. It was called Pete and Pete. What even is this? Like, let me delete this layer mask. Let me give this a little bit of a levels adjustment. Shoot. And then bump this over. Like a lot. But less. I probably just pulled it off Google, to be honest. Like, I don't even know where it's from. Probably just searched for it. I did it in my 365, so it's been a while. Okay, I want... Last night, Pete Alonso hit some kid. Kid injured. Home run derby. Little kid gets leveled. Save image to downloads. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna go into this smart object. We're gonna go over here because we can't obviously have this photo, but look how clear this is because it's so giant. This photo is beautiful. We're gonna make this 50% the size. It's still too big. Just gonna do this. We're gonna put him in the outfield. Just getting absolutely rocked. Just for giggles. It's for us. It's for us to know. There. We got this kid getting rocked in the outfield. Alright, one last thing I do want to do. Might take a hot second to do. It would actually take a while to do what I want to do. Maybe I'll just do the other thing instead. So what I want to do is I want to just cut this off so it's white on top, but it would involve me cutting out all of this stuff in here, which is not what I want to do. So what we're going to do instead, so we're going to go like this, we're going to go like this, we're going to hit this button, and we're going to go like that. Strike it, reverse it. We're going to go like that. We're going to go like that. What even am I using? Okay, we're gonna... just gonna blend this sky in a little bit. Blend, 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 blend. Look, we blended the sky in. Hey, look at that. It looks flawless. It looks like nothing ever happened. And we're gonna do that. There. Nice, beautiful sky. That looks better. Back to back. Let's figure out somewhere else to put his signature. What happens if we add these two guys back in? You could convince me to leave them. Just put one right there. Put the other right there. Make them both a little bit smaller. That way they're not interfering with anything. Like that. And then we'll just mask them up a little bit like this. And a little bit like that. Come on. Something like that. Save it out. We need a little bit more texture at the bottom. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this into a smart object. We're going to filter camera raw filter. We're going to add a vignette like that. No, we're not. We're going to take this back color. We're just gonna give it a toss, just a tiny little toss, tiny little taste. Make it a little bit darker. It's essentially a vignette, but not. We'll convert these to a smart object. We'll actually go back up. We'll give it a little bit of a vignette again, actually. But I just want to give it like a minor vignette, and let's add a bunch of grain. There we go. That looks good. So there we go. I think we're good. I think we just need somewhere for this logo. Where's this stupid signature? Oh, not that one. I want this. Where's this? Where's that even at? So this is why you name layers, because then you can like find where you put stuff. Okay, it's on top of this. Is it group 6? No. Group 7? No. Is it group 10? It's group 10. Found it. All right. Check something real quick. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, so I don't know where to put his signature. I want to put it somewhere. But I need to put it somewhere where you're actually going to be able to read that it's his signature. Well, let's just do this. Let's just put it at the bottom. Let's just do this. Just like if he... This little Pete Alonso signature here at the bottom. We'll take my logo, which as we all know is not saved on my computer anywhere. Yeah, I should probably make the signature orange. I was thinking that too. Deep in my heart, I was like, signature needs to be orange. If it's not orange, what's the point? There. Now the signature is orange. Making everybody feel better. I can actually take this and blow this back out now. Make this a little bit smaller. So some of the light leak pulls back in. Signature there. Let me just add here, just real small. Which is of course just breaking everything. Pete Alonso. Sometimes really fun to use lowercase fonts on purpose. So I'm gonna make his name Pete Alonso. Make it black still. And then something stupid just for his name. Dinger King. King of Dingers. King of Dingers. Let's do that. King of Dingers. Let's change Pete Alonso to not be what I said I was going to do. Not all caps. Don't recommend doing all caps. Let's just do Pete Alonso. And this is going to be so small, you're probably not even going to be able to read it. But I'll know it's there. You guys will know it's there. Ooh, let's do this. Stop that. Okay, let me look up something. Just looking up anything. Doesn't matter. Okay, let's do this. We're going to make this like it's a definition. So Pete Alonso. And then we'll do like down. Shoot, down. Left the line. Six. Pete Alonso, noun. King of Dingers. I think that'll work. I think I just need to put next to this. I think I need to put noun. Put in brackets. Like this. And then make this super small. But I also need to not capitalize noun. There. There, King of Dingers. Perfect. You know it's there, I know it's there. It's just a fun little thing for people to zoom in and be like, what does that say? Then they can see it. Okay, let's hit some saves. Let's hide all this. We can make a new layer now with everything on it. Then we can convert this to a smart object throw our camera raw filter on it so it edits everything like that, and then we'll throw everything back on. Kind of like that. Sounds good to me. let's do one extra thing. So we got this color lookup orange teal. I just want to add another selective color where the magenta, we take a little bit of it away and we add a little bit of cyan. What does that do? And I don't mean that, I mean reds. Yeah. So I thought everything was a little too red. So we're really gonna boost up. Now we'll take it away. We'll just do this. Funkified. Okay, let me just toss my logo on it and then I think we're done. So thank you guys for joining me again today. Sorry for the technical difficulties. It happens a lot. These things aren't perfect. So thank you for sticking with it. If you guys have any suggestions or if you guys want to join me Friday, I'm going to be doing, I want to do a designer duel Friday, like an extended designer duel for like 3 hours like I did last week where I made that Obi Toppin card. So if you want to join me, sorry, and be on here and do a designer duel against me, let me know. I know there's a lot of young designers who might have fun doing that. And then that way I can get someone hammered in to do that. I know there are a couple people I've asked already, so I'm waiting to hear back from them. I'm trying to find where Adobe Illustrator's hiding. There it is. So I can just grab my logo. And throw it on here as a smart object. I already hit all the buttons. That should put it on there and adjust it. There it is. Come on. Man, my computer's like super mad right now. Let me just quit out of Illustrator real quick. There we go. All right. Toss my logo down here. See, here's the thing. I didn't put anywhere on here that this is the Home Run Derby champion. That also looks terrible. You can't see it at all. We'll do a color overlay of this orange color. Set to normal. There, that's better. Do one of these. There it is. I'm not going to put it on there. I think we all know what it is, what he's the 2-run back-to-back champion of. So we'll just go with that. Thank you guys for joining me again. Friday, I'm going to stream at some point in time. I don't know if it's going to be designer duel or if we're just going to talk about design stuff. You know, we'll do one of the two. But thank you for joining for this. Thank you for joining through the technical difficulties. If you guys have any suggestions for what you want me to see me design Friday or any subject like this for a stream, feel free to hit me up on social media. You can find those right here. If you're interested in my Patreon account, it's down there on the right hand side. Other than that, make sure to like and subscribe. Like this video and subscribe if you aren't, so you'll be alerted to when I do stream randomly throughout the week. And you guys have the great rest of your Tuesday night. I'll see you guys next time.